Hey guys, and welcome back to Become a God. This is the first episode within the Resurgence expansion. I'm going to kick things off with a deck that I've been playing a lot. You guys may have seen it being played in the stream highlights from my balance patch video. But now I want to do a proper video on the deck. I've done some changes to it since then, and it's been doing very well for me. I climbed from rank 7 to rank 3 at the moment with this deck. With a lot of success. It's a hard control deck in mono blue, using the new change to Humbling Vision plus the new tower to generate a lot of power reduction, and then you can use Emperor Chaos as a win condition, the old Radiance, because we are using Forbidden Library, so we do want to heal, and you have also a Dream Reaver in there to help out, as well as Chosen. Chosen's also in there as well, so lots of different ways for this control deck to win the game, and that's what I really like about it. It is very tunnel visioned for the power reduction strategy because I have so much power reduction in the deck, but I do have alternate ways to win the game if that doesn't pan out. And that's one of the beautiful things about this expansion so far. There's a lot of different ways that you can get a win with the game in your games if you do play control decks. There's a lot of different win conditions that you can add in. New Radiance, Chosen, two examples that are really powerful creatures. But I'm using Old Radiance because I want the heals, and the Old Radiance has done very well for me in this deck already. So without further ado, let's get into the matches and see how this deck performs. Alright guys, first game here on this beautiful board as well. What a treat for us. I love this board. It's kind of a little sad though. All these little, I don't know if you noticed, but all these little Rakoans are in cages. You even have Yulani down here. So sad. I hope someone saves them one day. Maybe that's what our job is. Our job is to save the Rakoans, not evil chaos. But I'm actually playing the bad guy deck today. I'm the villain. There he is in my hand, sitting on his throne. He wants the Oversky. He wants the power of corruption. Explore. Forest. Yak. Now, we've actually played today, and I know what this deck is. This is a Yak deck. I was trying out a different style of deck myself. Yeah, Yak deck from our opponent here, which is pretty cool. I actually have some really good tech cards against this. I can Humbling Vision the Safari Yak without even using power reduction. That could be crucial for this matchup. Since the Safari Yak is generally the card that really gets the archetype going and snowballing. So I will be building towards that. Let's collect over here. Yeah, we'll just pass. We do need to build lakes. I would like to double neutral in this situation, to double collect. But now my hand is so expensive, I do need to get it going. And I don't think the Yak deck, if I hide him, can really deal with Emperor Chaos. I don't think it has any removal outside of Topaz. I'm trying to remember our match now. I remember seeing Ruby Yak, I remember seeing Emerald, I remember seeing Sapphire. I didn't actually see a Topaz Yak that game. There were just a lot of Yaks, that's all I remember. So I feel that Emperor Chaos should get away with just sitting around here somewhere, causing trouble. If I can get a creation on him as well, I can summon another. I tend to like doing that if I can. I like to play like Chaos, Creation Chaos. And there he is. This card is a problem. It's going to power up this one at least. So I'm not too bothered about this getting powered up. It's more the problem of this one getting powered up. That's what I want to avoid. My Vision's is not going to be enough to kill it. I'm going to have to combo Ninja Toad in the very near future. So this little Yak is going to go to a 5-5. That's pretty good, to be honest. Going up to a 5-5. See what land comes down. Might be double neutral because he can use Topaz. So actually, he could double neutral instead. Go for Topaz Yak here. It gets the power up, giving it that +2. And then it hits this and it lives. And he has a 6-2 Yak in this position. So Topaz Yak is really strong here. But I do have counterplay to it with the Ninja Toad. Not the best. I want to use Ninja Toad somewhere else, like ideally here. This is where I might just double neutral, I'm not sure. Before this starts getting value. Because if I Empress Command it, Ninja Toad's going to survive anyway. So Topaz Yak's a big play here. The Topaz Yak really sets up my opponent in a good position. We're kind of even right now. We'll see what happens. I think this is going to be Topaz. Banquet, eh? Okay. Not quite what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting a Banquet. This actually makes my life a little easier. Because now Humbling Visions is just perfect. Because I can do this. I can play Ninja Toad. I can Empress Command this. And I can clear it. And then I can play another Ninja Toad. And then clear this out. Now Ninja Toad does kind of set up stuff with Dreamweaver. It's not that important. Like Ninja Toad is it kind of doubles up as a piece of removal and an alternate way to finish people off with Dreamweaver. This isn't really a Dreamweaver deck. It just has a Dreamweaver in it as a win con. This is which is what the deck's about. This guy on his throne. So I'm gonna set him up next to him. I'm gonna get him going. And I'm going to see if there's any counterplay, because I don't think Yaks are going to have it. Unless Mendel just like tempos out Mother of All Yaks here. That would actually be pretty good. I think that would be a very strong line. So Ruby Yaks. See, look how strong this is. Such a nice little play. Gets a collect off the well. Gets a 6-1. Can't complain. I might have to just Humbling Visions this turn. I can't really let this do what it wants because it gets another power up. Although, if I don't know, it's actually not too bad because if I do go for Emperor now, I can Humbling Visions this after and clear it with the Battletoad. It just very much depends. I guess I do want to get the Emperor going as quickly as possible. So let's play it slow. Let's hope there's no more Triton Banquets in the world.
Welcome to my realm.
Now it's an 8-3, which is fine. I can Visions and I can clear. Battletoad will set that up for me. I do have Dreamweaver as well. I could use Dreamweaver as a defender if I need to. Probably won't. It's a bit expensive. The thing I'm really missing now is a library. If I can get a library going, I will be in a very good position. And that's really what I want to see. I didn't have the luxury of drawing cards because I decided to go for all the lakes to make sure that I can not only defend, but also that I could play cards like Chaos and Dreamweaver because of their lake cost. If I can hold off for a couple more turns, that'll give me the luxury to start drawing. Like, I probably don't need my last lake just yet. I could probably hold off for it. I'm not going to go to Dreamweaver next turn. I might have to lake, actually, because if this is... It really depends, like, because if this gets Banquet, it kills Chaos. Which is something I don't want. Famine. Oh, right, yeah, to deal the damage. 4 damage right there for 2 Faeria. But it does set up my frog to finish it, so... Kind of works out for me. So I can kill this. Right, so I can kill this. I can trade here. I feel like I draw. There's no Dream Reaver this turn, so we take a draw. We can Visions this down, but it dies next turn to this, unless it collects. It's going to gain +2. So I kill this. I could Visions this down as well. Or do I just set up Battletoads? Right, we're doing this. We know this is going to happen. It's just what happens next. Do I go for Battletoads or do I Vision? If I Vision this, it goes up to a 2/3 next turn. I probably double Vision it. Yeah, I'm gonna double Vision it. This is a little better for me, mainly because it allows me to stop the snowball of the power-ups as a second Sapphire Yak as well. It's an interesting decision now because this can collect. It's pretty useful. If there's another Sapphire Yak in hand, this collecting is amazing. I've still got a lot of work to do. Could see double neutral into Banquet. That's really sad. If I lose Chaos, I think I probably lose the game. Elder Embrace. Okay, Frogify. It's not a Frogify. +1 into Fugoro. I should probably land actually into Battletoads. I don't know, I'm just kind of delaying the inevitable in that situation. I have other cards that can win the game for me. Like this guy. I leave Chaos here because it has to build land. The Yak has to build land. I now have a collector on the left side, which I can Creation next turn if I want to. So I'm forcing land to be built. Topaz Yak is really strong here. And Topaz Yak is, like, Topaz Yak and Sapphire Yak, they are the two high impact cards of the subtype. They are the ones that do the work. Like, this is just a solid card for its cost. It has a cool ability which you can synergize with. We did see it earlier on, you know, with the famine. But it's definitely Topaz Yak and the Sapphire Yak that really push this deck. Banquet does jump over. So lots of creations coming down. Set this up for double collection. We'll take a lake. And then we're going to take Battletoads. We're just protecting our life at this point. Hopefully I can get this a double collect, kill this Steamforge. We've used a lot of Humbling Visions already. This is going to be difficult to deal with. I only have one Frogify in the deck. But I'm hoping I can deal with it soon. Maybe pick up Aurora. Aurora would be really good. I've got double Creation in hand. That would really help. Dream Reaver might just come down defensive and I'll rely on Radiance later on to finish things off. But I can Creation Dream Reaver. So I do have a lot of good options going into the next turn. As long as like one of these doesn't die, I should... As long as one of them lives, I should be able to collect as well. And then maybe set up the Dream Reaver to fight this. This is a really cool deck, by the way. If you're watching this, Menadil, I like this deck. I liked it when we first played, but it's cool to see it again. I like the use of Steamforge. I really like the use of Triton's Banquet as well. One lake, it really fits the deck. No, he stole my collection. Why would you do this to me? Alright, I need Aurora in my life. Can I Elder with this? Oh, jeez. So yeah, I will be... I guess I could just Dream Reaver this turn. Do I draw or do I Dream Reaver? I guess I can draw because I collect off this well. So let's draw first. Whew. That was a close one. But I can't really protect her. It's actually very important that I protect her. Because I want creation as well. Don't have that luxury. Let's stick this here. Actually.
Would you like some tea?
See, I can't kill this. This is a problem. If this was just a 1-1, I could Emperor's Command it and I could collect and kill the Steamforge. That would be really good, but I don't have that luxury. So I'm hoping now the response is these two guys come back and kill Fugoro. Because they see it as a bigger threat. And then I can creation, or I can double... Well, I won't be able to double collect because of the baby yak. But I'll be able to creation Aurora, and then finish off one of the threats. This yak will be in this position. And then I can play Aurora this side. And it'll be safer. And then I can creation this Aurora to Aurora something else later. That's the plan. This might just take power. This takes a power up. It kills Fugoro on its own. This is kind of sad. So the creation Aurora plan is now not viable, you could say. I do have +1 Dream Reaver. That's pretty decent. I do have library. The problem with +1 Dream Reaver is it can be killed. It can be killed. The Steamforge will power up one of these little guys and they will be able to finish it off. If I play Dream Reaver in this position, it's out of reach of the baby yak at least, unless there's another banquet. I'm gonna Dream Reaver. I'm gonna leave it here. I wanted to kill this Emerald Yak next turn. I can heal with Emperor's Command. And I should have killed this with Emperor's Command actually quite a while ago. I didn't really have the Faeria. I've been on the back foot for a very long time. Trying to get back into this match. At least Banquet's not lethal. And my opponent isn't collecting. Radiance is also a really good draw. Like, Radiance would really help if the 6 damage goes to face. I can hopefully Radiance like a turn later. So I've got like 2 turns to pick up Radiance. Topaz Yak is really strong. Oh, no! No, not the Crystal Flower. Oh, why did I even think of that? If anyone can use it, it's going to be Yaks and Rakoans, right? Oh, no. This is so bad. Oh, you're way too late. If I'd seen this in the early game, I would have been laughing. Oh, that's so sad. It's just lethal, isn't it? Yeah, that's gonna be it. So I do get taken out by Yaks. Well played. This deck does struggle against the faster kind of mid-range decks that come down the side sometimes. I didn't pick up like my specific options. Like I said, if I picked this up earlier, like how good would it be to steal a sapphire? I can just cause trouble in this region, but Crystal Flower, just such a blowout there, can completely shut me down. But yeah, good game to my opponent. You know, winning with the Yak deck. Like I said, this deck's really cool. I really liked it the first time I seen it, and the second time, I've lost to it again. It's nice to see Yaks can actually compete on the ladder. A little unfortunate to take my first loss there. I don't feel like the cards I drew really helped. I had very clunky kind of draws there, but it happens. Let's get into our next game. Alright guys, into another game here against Why Does. Now I've played against Why Does today and it didn't go too well. Playing a green-blue tempo, I'm going to call it. The old like X-Sked version that uses the Battletoads and the Triton Warriors. Still a very solid deck. It's not quite the Beast version. It doesn't really rely so much on Beast synergy and like hunt downs and stuff. It has Frog Tossers. It has good mobility with the jump. Very solid deck overall. Now this hand, unfortunately, is a little slow. I do get the Battletoads to start things off, which is not bad. Do get a Ninja Toad as well. That's not bad as well. So we are getting some early stuff going. Why does it's actually going down this side? So actually, Why Does this change deck since we played last time? He's playing the event deck, which I think this is actually really favored for Kaios Control because of this card. This card, and you can power reduce cards really early on. Very solid. So we are going to skip a collection this turn. Unfortunately, because I do want to build to the library, this is going to be key to me basically out-resourcing my opponent. See the desert coming down. Yeah, so it looks like the blue-yellow event's really picking up in popularity. You know, Teddy came up with it the last expansion. And since then, it's been pretty solid. So very slow play from me. We're both control decks. We're both sitting at our orbs, just kind of generating resources. As you can see, we're actually matched on Faeria right now. Water Elemental coming down. Gonna push into the other side. This might be like a Twin Soul variant. But yeah, the flood can be difficult. But it's not too bad once I get some libraries down or I start getting chaos going. So I'm going to take a lake here. I'm going to go for double library. I'm going to trick this. And this is just to make life a little awkward. It's like the Water Elemental, if it wants to clear, has to jump back. The Lore Thief doesn't quite challenge it yet. I'm just going to run into it and then go for a Spirit Theft? No, he's just actually, see, doesn't even want to build the land. Doesn't want to build the land, which is fair enough. So yeah, we're going to see a desert come down into Twin Souls. So really oppressive so far into Flight the Mantas. So this is a Twin Soul token deck. It might not feature something like the Disciples. Alright, so we do have a couple of options. Not many, unfortunately. As long as I can protect one library, I'm probably pretty happy with that. It's just going to be difficult. I might have to throw a tower down. So we go like lake here. We go for the Ninja Toad. Clear this guy out. Go for another lake. Probably lake here. I can't really protect this Battletoad, so I'm just blocking the double collection. I'm going to go for Dream Reaver. It's actually not too bad. It's a bit more durable. Yeah, let's go for Dream Reaver, actually. We're just going to Dream Reaver now. We're trying to protect our libraries. That's the plan here. I know one's going to die, but as long as I keep one library, I'll be pretty happy with that. So this Dream Reaver, as long as it doesn't get Frogified or Nightmare, can actually tank a lot of these creatures. Takes a draw, so definitely no Frogify. Last Nightmare, gonna be the biggest problem. I do have Radiance in hand. There's 10 life, so I may be able to get into a position where I can Radiance. Okay. Gonna kill a library. Takes probably the clear on this side. This doesn't collect, it's already collected from the Manta. I can use the Tower of Curses to finish this off. Double Humbling Visions. This is the world we live in, guys. It's absolutely fine. Because now... see, I can't... I can just block here with the Chosen. Although, I would like to kill this. And slow down the economy, because it's currently quad collected, so maybe Chosen isn't a viable option right now. I could go for, like, Tower here, and then kill this, and then go for Library. Maybe I draw. Because if I pick up Ninja Toad, that puts me in a really good spot. Oh, that's actually really good. Okay, so we get to do this. We get to play the tower, protect our library, and we get to trick this guy. So we're actually... It's actually gaining no Faeria if he kills the Tower of Curses. So we completely locked out our opponent of Faeria this turn. And we can double collect next turn, as long as this doesn't die. Flight the Mantas, goes for the tower, our library does stay intact, and now we double collect. So that puts us in a very good position. Go for the Aurora now, which is really good. Stick down Aurora, finish this off. Bring my Dream Reaver back up to a reasonable size, you could say. Yep, hello Aurora.
Would you like some tea?
I most certainly would. Thank you very much. Sit here just to threaten. We could go for a library and then we can +1. So we're making it difficult to defend from this side, but it's gonna have to hit some libraries first, and we're just pushing for the Radiance now. That's basically the plan. I want to take as much damage as possible, draw as many cards, slap down a Radiance in an aggressive position, and see if my opponent has an answer to it. It's for a lake. Into Battletoads, so wanting to protect that life, which is understandable. Lots of good pickups. I can kill this guy now, which is very useful. Do I... Interesting. Do I kill this and Radiance onto this tile? 1, 2, 3. So I can actually dash here. And then I use the Ninja Toad to kill this. That seems pretty good to me. Mainly because I just set up Lethal. Unless I Ninja Toad this. That's also pretty good. Because by Ninja Toad in this, unless I Humbling Visions... Oh, so many choices. So many choices. I think I Ninja Toad it, now that I look at it. Go for the Ninja Toad. And I'm just trying to set up Lethal. We set up the Dream Reaver early. And this is why I like this Radiance over the other Radiance. It heals me, but I can also use its dash 3 to move from my defensive positions into aggressive positions. I could realistically run both Radiants, which is also fine.
Only the beginning.
Another good thing about taking the lake here in the Ninja Toad, I stop my opponent playing a land here to block. It does have a Frogify, unfortunately. Oh, that's really sad. I hope I draw some healing. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So we can go Water Elemental. See, I want to play Chosen this turn. Yeah, we're going to have to just make land. Play Chosen. I think we're fine. I don't think we need a heal just yet. Although I will overdraw. So, yeah, we should heal. Gets a flight at the Mantas. Probably goes for collection, which is fine. I can play defensive. Another frog. I'm so surprised to see some Frogifies. Now that Humbling Visions is such a good card. So we need to play a fair amount of cards here. This only collects one, so this is probably my target. I might burn a card, actually. It's looking bad. I'm actually down to... I don't have a lot of cards left. I just have to play aggro and hope for the best. Let's do this.
Welcome to my realm. Welcome to my realm.
So double chaos here, just as like durable guys. I do have Frogify, so if anything big comes down, I can stop it. My opponent's going to try and race me on the library. Failed experiment. This deck is spicy. This is an event deck, but it's very different. Estanu. Oh my goodness, here we go. So this is probably Amoeba's version. +1 into flight. Ah, Flight Mantis is so good. Oh, I burned the heal. No, don't do it. Oh no, it's not looking good, guys. It's not looking good. It's fine. We'll kill you. +1. Going to Fagoro.
The sky is only the beginning.
The second library is maybe too greedy. So demanding an answer. I can Yulani's Medallion, the Dream Reaver for lethal. That's why I picked up the Medallion. As long as my two guys stay alive. Failed experiment into Lady of Sorrows. Gonna make a taunt. That's really bad. It's not... no, I can just Yulani's now. Which should be enough. Because Yulani transforms them and then... yeah. So, Yulani's Medallion. Boom. And boom! Oh my goodness, that was a game, guys. Woo! Knowledge is power, but too much knowledge can be very dangerous, as you can see with that double library almost taking me out. But a clutch win. Yulani's Medallion, definitely, if I didn't take the Yulani's, I'd lost. I was considering the dragon, actually, but I was like, wait, I have a Dream Reaver down. He is a 6-2, but he's going to transform my other guys into 7-10s. Whew, what a game. That was a good game. Well done, Widers, man. That was a very good game. I enjoyed that a lot. GG's, dude. Let's get into another. Alright, guys. Another match for us. Whew. That was a game. Threw away everything. We're looking for Battletoads and Water Elemental. They're the 2 key cards that we look for. This is where I felt like Divine Guardian was quite nice in the build because it gave me another early collector. That's what the deck's really lacking right now. But the libraries can make up for it if I get the libraries down quickly. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. This is interesting, I will say. Yeah, this is very interesting. So I'm just trying to stop this from going onto a land. Rebel Glider. This is a card I haven't seen in a long time. I'm hoping there isn't an Imperial Stronghold, and my Water Elemental is left to do what it wants. Oh, Imperial Outpost, sorry. Interesting. Kind of missed the damage there. I would have cleared the Water Elemental 100%. But then again, Monton doesn't know what I'm playing. So I could definitely take things into consideration. Is that another Outpost? No. I was about to say, jeez. That's another Outpost. So we can take land here. And I'm going to stick this here. Take this out. That puts us in a pretty good position. I'm actually happy to see some neutral rushes. It's definitely a deck I want to visit at some point because of this card. This card is awesome. But I haven't had a chance. I've just been, playing these decks so far. This control deck doesn't quite avoid me, especially now that I pick up the Aurora.
Would you like some tea?
I'll keep this on 1 life, that's fine. I guess like Falcon Dive and Emperor's Command I could have played around. Yeah, I probably should have towered, but as you can see my opponent is prioritizing killing this tower. He's going to actually jump and kill this next turn. I can Creation next turn and Re-Aurora. Re-Aurora, that's a term. That's definitely a term. Unlikely hero.
Well met.
Oh, he's got a voice. I haven't played Unlikely Hero in a long time, so it's cool to see a voice coming from it. Yeah, this is looking pretty sad for my opponent. Actually, go for a land here. Oh, I can't. I have to do this.
Would you like some tea?
It's so bleak from here. I picked up Aurora. I was able to use it proactively, and it's good. I think that's going to be all she wrote. Yep. Aurora can really swing the aggro matchup. And if you've been a Faeria player long enough, you know how crazy Aurora is in those situations. So no surprise for a scoop there, but very nice to see neutral Rushmore song. You've almost reminded me of Imperial Outpost. It's definitely something that I want to try out. So it's cool to see you playing it. GG's, and yeah, let's move on to the next one. Alright, into another match. This is the hand, guys. This is the dream. I'm happy to keep Emperor's Command because it just gives me a way to clear stuff and hopefully keep one of my creatures alive. Espio is a really good player. I've played against Espio a few times over the last week. I've been very impressed with the play so far from this player. So shouts to you, SBO. I've been losing to you, and I've been impressed. So I'm excited to see what you've got in store for me. Blue, yellow with an air elemental. Spice. I like it. There we go, we're already set up. This is kind of the dream, you know? You get those Battletoads, you get the War Elemental to split them off to double collection if you don't have access to the Explore. I'm already at 5 lakes, so I can already Emperor's Command into Aurora's Trick. That is also an option, which is pretty good for me if my opponent decides to go down the left. I can steal this and have a collector in this region. Excuse me, so eye is a little itchy. 8 Faeria. Ooh. Okay. Very interesting. So I do want to continue pushing lakes. So let's go for Battletoads. I will steal this once it gets Death Touch. I love this card. It's one of my favorite cards from Fall of Everlife. I'm actually really happy to see this being played. I am a big fan of this card. It's got mobility, it's got Death Touch, all the things I like. I was playing this in Blue Jump back in Fall of Everlife, and it was pretty good. I liked it. It wasn't the most consistent of cards, but when it had its moments, it really did shine. It was fantastic. Look at those eyes. It's got tentacles coming out of its eyes. It doesn't even know where it's going. Interesting. Okay, playing a bit more conservative. We actually have a really strong play here. We can lake, kill. Let's just collect off this well. Do I go for the Emperor? I don't know. I'm a little afraid of Shokin Sands. But at least I force it from my opponent, I guess. I'd rather play the Emperor with a creation, but if my opponent doesn't have an answer to it, it's actually in a really good spot to just snowball out of control. So yeah, I am actually going to play Emperor Chaos here as just a threat. I'm just putting it down and saying, you know what, do you have an answer to this? If you don't, it's going to cause trouble. And that's his job. He is a troublemaker, Mr. Chaos. My opponent does have a lot of Faeria to work. We could see Desert into Nightmare. Now, if this gets Nightmared, that is the best case scenario for me as far as removal is concerned, because it does actually benefit me. So yeah, so I gain basically a Faeria over my opponent in that exchange, which is fine. I'm gonna see Wind Soldier and clear this to trigger this probably, and then I can just trick this and get the Death Touch. Or not. Oh, not. Okay. Radiant's not that great in this situation. I really want to kill this. I'll probably use the Ninja Toad. I feel like we do have the luxury to draw. So let's do that. Okay. She changes a lot. Okay. So I can Emperor's Command this. And clear. I can clear this. And trigger this off. Let's to play the Tarot Curses, reduce the power of this, clear this. And then I can go for Auror's Trick on the Piranha. So that's 4, 8, 10. So it all works out. Let's do it. You, clear you. Get Death Touch. Very nice. Go for the Emperor's Command. Clear. The tower. Clear. Then trick this. So we're still double collecting. Our opponent's double collecting as well. But now we have a very mobile Death Touch creature. One of my favorites. Goes back. I'm starting to see Air Elemental a lot more, actually. Air Elemental is cropping up in a lot more decks. Spirit Theft. Steal our friend, the Water Elemental. Probably never Twin Souls. Oh, it's going to be... Okay, it's going to be an Air Elemental. So we have the double collection from the Ninja Toad to clear this out. And then we can jump this guy here to start to... Or maybe just jump it into double collection. Another trick. That could be useful in the future. Let's do this. Yeah, we're going to go for Ninja Toad. I'm going to jump this into double collection, and then we're going to shoot this with the tower. We can kill this next turn with the tower, then stop the double collection on the right. We know our opponent does have a Water Elemental, which is fine. We can sort that out later. Is that another Manta? Yeah, another Manta. Lots of Humbling Visions picked up. So I can Visions this. Goes down to 2 attack. Clear it. I keep my 1 life. I do miss a collection. I'm not too keen on that. I could actually Visions this. Or Visions this. Collect and trick it. And then kill this guy. Take a draw. Let's see what our draw finds us. Oh, hello. Okay, we're gonna go for the library play instead. So let's stick a library down. We can Humbling Visions this. And we could actually just tower it. And then take the collection. Yeah. Because it makes no difference killing this now, because my opponent has double collection on the right anyway. So it's not really something I can stop. With the Tower of Curses, I can kill it next turn, maybe. Oh, Estanu. Estanu. You will be mine. I plan to steal this. Yep. Thank you very much. I will take that. Probably should draw. There we go. So Estanu, I get this Estanu back on my Flying Piranha, which is very good. I love Auror's Trick. It's one of my favorite cards. I absolutely adore it. It's just so good. Oh, you leave my face alone. I'm coming for you. Chosen. Alright. So we can Ninja Toad clear this. Just get this out of the way. I could actually Emperor's Command it instead if I want to keep my Ninja Toad. That is an option. I want to kill this to protect my library, so that's going to happen. Unless I play Ninja Toad here to collect, it has haste. And then I hit and then the Stanu comes here, and then I clear this. So I actually gain an extra Faeria. And then I set up Shozen on the right. So yeah, stick Ninja Toe down. Clear you. Oh, it doesn't work? Huh. I guess, see, I thought, so this is actually something that's good for me to know. Estanu doesn't take active if haste creatures played on the turn, so the Ninja Toe transformation nerf that came in a long time ago is still in play. It just means now I have to do this, which is less exciting, unfortunately. Nightmare could come down. Maybe another fish. Water elemental, that's fine. This doesn't really do anything, it's just a flying 0/1. It should stay here, maybe. Just so it can collect off this well if I kill the water elemental. What do I want to do? Do I clear this and then play a Dream Reaver? Seems pretty good to me. I could play a Shozen on the right, which is also pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna go for a Dream Reaver this turn. I want to apply pressure to my opponent. I want my opponent to be worried. I want my opponent to invest in this. He could kill this and then Dream Reaver becomes Istanu, but I'm not even that bothered, really. That's fine. I still push 6. Humbling Vision. Spirit Theft to get the Istanu back. That's pretty funny, actually. Into Lady of Sorrows. Then hits. Yep. Okay. So we can Frogify, move and hit. And then maybe play Shozen here. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. I like it. So Frogify this. Hit for 6. +1. Into Shozen. So Shozen's actually got enough reach now to finish this off as well. So we're putting our opponent on lethal. We are leaving our opponent up to quad collection. But I'm rolling the dice here. I could have went for a board control line, but I'm asking a lot from my opponent to be able to clear both Shozen and Istanu. It would actually be bad to run this into Shozen, so he swallows on 0/1. But yeah, I'm just trying to set up lethal. Nightmare. Blocks. Shozen becomes Istanu. If I draw... No, if I drew a tower, it wouldn't be lethal. Unfortunately. It's an interesting one. I think I just kill this, and then I play Battletoads. So I'm gearing up for a Radiance, which I can creation into another Radiance if I need to. I don't want a creation in Stano. I don't want to build the deserts. How many deserts do I need? 2. It's actually not bad. I could build 2 deserts, but it's a bit late to commit to that. Might just play a Stano here. Maybe I didn't kill. Maybe I moved to the middle. It's interesting. Like, there's a lot of little decisions I could have made there. Humbling, clear. The power of humbling visions. I still get a Stanu on this side. Soul Pact. Stay alive. Fugoro. Can move and collect here, or I could just move and get into this position. We just can set up lethal. Yeah, we'll do that. Kill the frog as well on the left, making Radiance much harder to clear. Aurora's trick on Istanu, guys. Look how much trouble this card has caused my opponent. Soul Pack down to 3? Oh gosh. Into Istanu? Into Concede? Well played there, dude. Well played. Good game. Radiant's going to finish things off, and there we have it. Another victory in the bag. Feels very good, guys. Win streak. I'm happy. I'm very happy with this deck. When it gets going, it's really strong. And the Aurora's tricks and the creations, it has loads of, it's a really good toolbox of options. It does fall short sometimes to like rush and like faster tempo orientated decks, but in like matchups like this, I feel like the deck has some really strong options in dealing with a card like Istanu, which some community members think is going to be a card that's going to be very difficult to deal with in the future. But good game to you, SP. Like I said, you've been playing so well against me on the ladder. I'm very impressed. Let's get on to our final game. Alright guys, final match of this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I most certainly enjoyed it. I love this deck. This is currently my favorite deck in the game. I know that changes quite a lot. I know the green-red was... I mean, the green-red was my favorite deck of the last expansion, but for this expansion, blue's my baby. You know, I love blue. Such a unique color, offering a lot of really cool options. Like I said, like the Aurora's Trick, the Aurora's Creation. Love cards like that. So I'm so glad that blue can now compete at the top level. Now I'm really interested to see how I play against red. I've done okay against red in the past. My main problem has been my main issue has mainly been the faster decks that come straight down here. But my opponent is building a little slower. This looks like it could be Angry. I did lose to Angry yesterday, I believe. It was either yesterday or the day before. And it was tough. I couldn't stop the kobolds from triggering their abilities. But now I've just seen a Bloodsinger. That does change a lot. Am I brave enough to set up a library? That is the question. The answer is yes, I am. I have enough healing in this deck that I should be able to sustain myself. I do get blown out by Garadan in this situation and take 5 damage with the library tick. But it happens, you know, if my opponent does have Garadan, my opponent has it. There's not a lot I can do. Wrath. Grappling Hook. Another card I've seen become very popular recently. In red, Grappling Hook's very strong. That Bloodsinger is going to start chipping away at me. That's a good card to pick. That's 2 good cards to pick up, actually. What do I do? I mean, I've got Fagoro and I have Emperor Chaos, so I have a way to create more Emperors in the future with Yulani's medallion. Do I have time to do that? That's my biggest question. The answer is probably not. I could just set up an Emperor this turn and go for Battletoads. So, like, set an Emperor up here and go for Battletoads.
Welcome to my realm.
And then I can gear up for maybe for Goro Yulani next turn. I'm in a tough spot because this and this libraries. He's banned from the library. He's not allowed in. He doesn't read books. He just melts them. It's not allowed. So being banned from the library, getting your library card taken away is something that Bloodsinger takes very personally. And it's going to involve a meteor. It's going to involve a meteor. Oh my goodness. Alright, we are going to Aurora this frog, because I really need to keep a creature on board at this point. I can just jump up, I'm going to go lake, I'm just going in now. I'm just hoping to draw Dream Reaver and try and close out this match. I did not expect a meteor. Oof, okay, so... yeah, that's tough. Meteor on my Chaos and my library. And this guy sits in the left-hand corner, causing trouble. I have Creation. Creation's pretty good. It will allow me to... Now, no, I'm not falling for this. This is a trap. This is a trap I am not falling for. Oh man, I can't even stick a library there. I can stick a library there actually. This is a trap. I can't even move here anymore. Not falling for it. The grappling hook costs 3, right? So we can't flame burst grappling hook it. I know that for certain. I'm hoping I draw myself a Ninja Toad next turn, because I need to kill this. This is a big problem. Ninja Toad. Radiance is pretty good. Radiance is okay, actually. It's not that good. Unfortunately, this is a problem. So I'm going to actually skip a collection this turn to position this frog. Actually, I might just jump it here anyway to force the grappling hook and then stick for Goro on this spot.
The sky is only the beginning.
Tough one. I could go for Visions. I actually have Visions Tower. That's really good. Let's do that. to get rid of this problem. I could have played Fugoro back, actually. So I dealt with that problem. I now have the 6 damage going to the orb. I can Radiance next turn. I'll have 7, 3, 9. Yeah, so I can Radiance next turn in an aggressive position. And could I have Radianced? Did I draw the tower? I believe I did. I maybe had a way I could have Radianced this turn and cleared this out, but I didn't see it straight away. You guys will probably let me know in the comments. +1. Ritualist. Draw. Okay. Okay. That's a card. It's a card I want to see in my life. I think I've got this. I think I have this. I don't. The Dream Reaver was an even better draw than Radiance because it accelerated my clock on my opponent. Bomb Slinger. Go for Goro. Deal a damage, and that's gonna wrap things up, guys. It's gonna take me all the way to rank 2. Whew, that was a close. Man, I wonder if he had the grappling hook. I wish he would have showed me the grappling hook. But yep, there we have it. And that is game. So we had an unfortunate start against the Yak. I wasn't able to deal with the Topaz Yak and the Sapphire Yak getting off really early. But from then on, things started to go really well for us. Good game to you, dude. It's nice to see the style of deck, especially with that 12-3. Oof. If that had the grappling hook, if you did have the grappling hook and I didn't stick that library in front of me, I was dead. But good game, man. And that concludes this episode of Become a God, featuring my first baby of Resurgence, the first deck that actually started working for me through all my testing I did on my stream during the week. The Radiance, the Chaos, the Chosen, all the big control boys. I really like this deck. I think it has a lot of potential. Potentially not the best blue deck. I think Blue Jump is really strong right now, and just like standard Dream Reaver. But if you want something a bit spicier, something a little bit different, definitely give this a go. It's been doing very well for me on the ladder. I was climbing from like rank 7, I'm now rank 2. So it just goes to show that the deck can perform. It is very solid. Blue is in a very good situation now, and if you are a fan of the Kaios Control concept, this deck will be for you. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, drop a subscribe to keep up to date of when our content goes live. I did a card review this week, as well as a balance patch review, plus some stream highlights featuring a different version of this deck. This is the more refined version. So if you want to see some more matches from a Kaios Control perspective, you can check them out on the stream highlights and also get some heads up information about the balance changes that happened with the Resurgence expansion. And of course, you can find my review of the cards, which is like an initial review. It probably won't stay the same because we all see how powerful cards are as they get more play and players figure them out and start experimenting. But if you just want a general idea of how I feel about the cards, be sure to check that out. So until next time, guys, take care and enjoy my mono blue Kaios Control.